Welcome back. We're gonna do a race, and we got a special guest with us. He's the owner of this league, and he wants to commentate for the first time. I mean, I'm not the best commentator myself, but we're gonna have a lot of fun with this. Panda, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, I would. Power Tillo. I'm Panda. I'm the owner of GRL. If you would like to join, you can look us up on Instagram at global_racing_league, or shoot me a DM on Discord, capital P, lowercase n d a z z, number 0580.
All right, cool. So, where did the idea come with the Trans Am series to start it now?
Well, the original idea came whenever we were originally starting out our league. We first started out with the Porsche Cup, got that all scheduled out. Then old friend Ogre came along. He's been trying to start up his Trans Am series, but he could never get any drivers or any promotion for people to join in. So he asked me if I could put it in my league. I did. It got some drivers in here, as you can see right now. I have, I think, 7 racing right now.
Yeah,
Hopefully this will be a good race.
yeah, I think it should be pretty decent. That had some pretty good qualifying. I mean, the top three were in a different realm, but I think it'll be a lot closer in the race.
We had a fastest lap of 2 minutes 12 seconds. So by LMP Chicago.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think
especially
I think
around
he
this.
might run away with the victory today.
Yeah, he could if he holds the pace around for 27 laps. He'd be fine.
Bunch of very talented drivers that we have racing tonight.
Thank you for the follow, Zensaru official. Thank you.
Alright, let's get this show on the road.
Are there any pit stops in this race?
There's no mandatory pits. Pretty sure they're going to have to pit though.
Oh, okay.
These cars are really fun to watch race. I've tested them with Ogre. They they're arguably better than the Porsche Cup cars, but that's arguably, okay?
Arguably.
Arguably, yes. I mean, you still have the people running away with victories, but that's fine. Okay, as long as you have good competition with, maybe third through like sixth place, it's fine.
Yeah. Well, I hope they get their act together. It seems like they're about to ready up. I think they're sorting some things out. Thank you, F1. Oh, it's supposed to be F1 Flicks. X. Thank you.
It's gonna be a good race. From my counting, we have three Challengers, 2 Mustangs, and just 2 Camaros. So pretty even field that we have racing. It does seem like the Camaros are a little bit slower than all the cars. Camaro's balanced in both ways. The Mustang has really good handling, and the Challenger's it's a boat through the corners, but it's super fast on the straights. Kind of pull away from all the other cars. The draft here is pretty good from what I've known from testing.
Oh, okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Every car has some advantage, but the Camaro seems like the middle ground, really.
But Larry in here, he is a really good driver, so hopefully he'll be looking to pull off at least the top 3 tonight.
All right. I think I will go with Chicago since the qualifying pace. Hopefully, he can pull it off.
I can't disagree with you there. I'm pretty sure Chicago's going to run away with this one.
And as always, with the races we have, formation lap or warm up lap, however you want to have it. Just get
Pace lap.
Yeah, pace lap.
It does appear they are all in formation. Oh, I think they put a.
Yeah,
I think they
roll.
put down a little roll timer on that. It's pretty cool. All right, now let's go into driver lineup. In first place, starting on pole position, we have LMP Chicago. As we said, he did get a 212 during qualifying. He's looking to get a good finish out of tonight. He is currently top in points in the Porsche Cup, making his second start in GRL. Hope to get a good finish out of him. Now we go to second place, just Ogre Lover. Ogre Lover, as we previously mentioned before, he is the owner of the series. He did hold the top time for a little bit until Chicago found his pace in qualifying. He is making his first start in GRL though. Hopefully we get a good finish out of him. In third place we have Larry B the G. As we said, he is a really good racer. He did make qualifying for the Porsche Cup, but unfortunately wasn't able to make the rescheduled race due to a little bit of low attendance, but we did have good attendance for that second race. Hopefully you get a good finish out of him. And in fourth place we have Bud Boy, making his second start in GRL. He's one of the beautiful admins in GRL. He's also an official for this series. Hopefully we get a good finish out of him. He's somewhat fast, pretty good, as he goes off into the grass. Now in fourth place we have Stewart. Right now in fourth place we have Stewart. Don't know much about this guy. Making his first start in GRL. Hopefully get a good finish out of him. He has a very beautiful paint scheme, I will say. In sixth place we have let's see, how do I pronounce this guy? Of Valitin.
Yeah.
He and the person behind him starting in seventh place both just recently joined the server. I believe they're part of something called Coffin Squad, something along those lines. From what I know, they're probably pretty good. Coffin Squad, usually mid-pack people. Pretty good guys. Hopefully get good finishes out of both of them.
Yeah. So far, which is your favorite paint of these drivers?
My favorite paint? Ooh. I'm not sure biased above these Casual 28 here, but I'd have to say that 99, the Affleck card, will just always get to me.
Yeah, it really stick out with Carl Rhodes paint. Probably took a lot of time.
I think one of the most interesting paints is guy starting out here in seventh place. Has a pretty nice color scheme going on his car right now.
Yeah, simple 73.
I like it. Alright, now I believe they will be getting double file coming to the line here. From what I know, they do start at the line. They might go at the box in between two bridges at turn 17.
As they're coming up to the final corner. The race should get starting pretty soon.
A little bit of contact there coming around turn 17.
Yeah.
Coming up under the Michelin Bridge. Slowly going up to the line. And we are green flag here at Sebring.
Really sounds nice with these muscle cars going down the straight.
Sounds beautiful. And turn one looks like 3 wide here. Looks like somebody's gonna go around off to the runoff area. But you're also going though.
And Chicago's getting a little bit of gap as they're starting to go side by side.
Chicago just taking these turns beautifully here. And they're already starting to single file out.
Yeah. Sun's off into grass a little bit. They got back on it.
Looks like Bud Boy and Ogre are having a side-by-side battle coming into the hotel corner. Bubby's gonna have the outside, Ogre's gonna have...
Oh, they're fighting for that spot. Oh, they're off in the back. Oh, they're back on track.
Very nice battle here for third place. Looks like Ogre does overtake Bud Boy. Coming down into turn 10.
And it seems that Larry had a good getaway as they were fighting. He's starting to pull a gap as well as they're not done scrapping as they're pretty close bumper to bumper.
Boy, oh, Bud Boy goes off and hits the cones. Debris on track. Nice. Like Bud Boy's now in fourth place. Ogre's getting a nice little gap to him. Does look like Stewart catching up to Bud Boy though. Both in Mustang. Fortunately, we've had Zinzaru drop heavily off the pace.
This first lap,
pretty far back there, about 7 seconds off the pace. Wonder what happened to him.
He was going off at the hotel's corner.
Oh. That must explain all of it. It's fortunate for him.
Yeah. And it seems like Ogre Lover's catching Larry B to G back to get his position back.
Oh. It's like a good little fight coming into turn 17 here. Unfortunately, Ogre will not get him. Now coming back onto the front stretch. Alright, now coming across the line, we have Chicago in first, Larry in second, Ogre in third. Looks like Budboy in fourth, Stewart in fifth, Valentin in sixth, and Zinzaru just now coming out of turn 17 in seventh.
So far,
It's like it
everyone's
might be-
spread out.
They are pretty spread out, but it looks like a good battle going on for second place if Ogre can catch up to Larry. Like we did say, those Camaros are a little bit slow, but they are pretty well-rounded balance cars. Larry goes off a little bit here. Ogre's car is a boat in the corners, though. We'll see if he can catch up to him on these straights. Both very talented drivers, I will say.
Yes, as Larry's been racing in VER and with Global GRL back and forth, and he can really pull off being a really good wall, but we'll see what Ogre Lever can do.
It was unfortunate the VERs, both of their seasons, their series, closed in like a week span. I remember I had so much fun with Emu, who's another beautiful admin in GRL. Unfortunately, is not with us in this race tonight, but me and him had a lot of fun in Larry's Formula E series.
That is true, but since they finished the season, we get to start new ones. And with GRL, we can go into wintertime without being dull and wait for another racing series to come on.
That is true, we do. It's still going to be a pretty close fight for second place. Now coming up to turn 16 right now. Larry is still ahead of Ogre.
Let's see down the straight.
And gosh, Chicago is just pulling away this lead here.
Yeah, that's what's going through his mind. Pacing every lap, just consistently pulling away from these two.
He is. It's like he's hitting all of his marks correctly. Very consistent. I just feel bad for Zaru. Fell well off the pace with that wreck they had going to the hotel corner.
Yeah, as of now, he's just going to have to keep his head down and see what he can get out of this race.
I think we're going to focus in here on this battle for second, as Larry is making some mistakes going into turn 2. Ogre's going to capitalize on those, trying to come into turn 3, 4, and 5. Looks like he won't get him here. They're coming onto the stretch.
I just think Ogre's going to have to take his time and wait for long straight again. Just wait behind him for now.
I think a really good thing that Ogre could do is capitalize on Larry's mistakes.
Yeah, as Larry walks up, but he kills the door.
Very close battle for second, closest that we have in this race right now.
Yeah, he has gotten a lot closer this lap. It gets a little bit sideways through the corners. He has lost the gap that he was building, but we'll see what he can build up to for as Larry messes up that corner.
Man, I raced with Ogre in the breast cancer awareness 250 that we did last month. He's a very competitive racer, and I know he's going to try and pass Ogre. Or, excuse me, I know he's going to try and pass Larry. My bad.
He does have a little bit more speed this lap, and he did pull a little bit more in, but I don't know if he can regain what he had earlier through the lap.
I don't think he can, coming down to turn 17 here. He'll
Larry
take
did
it beautifully.
mess up just a bit, but he gets better out the corner.
Does. Ogre's going to try and catch him on the stretch, but I don't think he's going to get there to turn 1. It's a close battle for second, but I think Larry's just going to keep holding second place, trying to maintain his top 3.
Larry did mess up again through that corner.
A little bit wide right there. Looks like Ogre might try to get to pass coming into turn 3, but he doesn't go for it. Turn 5 now, trying to carry momentum onto the straight. Looks like it's not going to work out for Ogre.
It seems like
Larry's still going to keep his second place. This is some good defensive driving and just good overall driving from Larry here.
Yeah, it seems like Larry was taking the corner wide on entry and turning in so he can get the exit, so he can get speed off of to get away from Ogre.
All that Larry can hope for right now is that he just stays consistent, doesn't make any mistakes. Ogre is very close to him right now. Looks like he's on his bumper. Great battle for second place we have going right now.
Oh, they touch a bit.
Getting a little bit dicey here. Ooh. So it looks like we might have had another 7th place guy spin back out going in turn 3, I believe. Oh, and goes wide after turn 5. I just feel bad for this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully he can catch back up to the pace though. If he doesn't get lapped. I know with Chicago just running away here. Hopefully he doesn't get lapped.
As we head back to the P2, there's Larry pulled away actually on the straight this time.
We did. Close battle back and forth here, but they're still maintaining their spots. I just want to see a pass.
These are one of the battles that you have to sit down and watch.
Yeah. LMP Chicago, he's just pulling away. He's hitting all of his marks, not worrying about what is a few corners behind him. Very good driving out of him that we've seen. Obviously, we've seen great driving in Porsche Cup last week. Just pulled away with the victory in that, and I feel he's going to do the same in here as he goes a little bit wide after turn 5.
I'm just going to go down and field Bud Boys by himself. Same with 5th place. Who's 5th place? Stewart, and he's just messing up. Valentin, he's by himself. So those 3 are just pretty far apart. And Zinsaro,
these guys.
he's still... I just feel bad. They just got into the series. They just went to race. And
I believe we've had... No, never mind. I got messed up. I thought we might have had the DNF for a second. It looks like Ogre's gaining a little bit through this corner here. Gained a little bit on Larry through turn 13.
he's gaining a lot.
Try and catch him up in 14, 15, and 16. Larry's making little mistakes. Looks like Ogre was going to try and get the pass on the outside. Does not go for it. Probably a smarter move. They said to not try and force that. Cause a wreck. Now coming onto the back stretch. Looks like Larry's going to gain a little bit of momentum now. Off the straight.
Ogre's getting into his draft. He's way closer than he's ever been so far this race down the straight.
Looks like Ogre's going to get his draft coming down into turn 17. We might see a pass come. Oh, and Ogre does not get there.
Larry's just barely laying the brakes.
Has it wide. Excellent driving out of both of these drivers here. Excellent. I love this.
Very close, very clean. As Ogre again is on Larry, he takes the outside to take away the speed from Larry.
1.
As Larry goes wide.
Well, Larry does go wide. Looks like Ogre's going to try and capitalize on that mistake coming into turn 2 and 3. Ogre's trying to make something work, but can't get it done.
Larry keeps taking the outside and then taking it in at the exit and it's pulling away.
Turn 5 into 6, Larry hitting the grass a little bit, almost hit those tire barriers right there. Those are what I like to call the death tire barriers.
Definitely.
I do not like those tire barriers on the Chevy Ridge. Extremely close coming in Hotel corner.
Which one's worse, the Laguna downhill corner or those tires?
I would say the Laguna downhill corner, just because with those tires you're on a straight, you know, and so it's a lot easier to not hit them. But with the Laguna, it's a corner, and it's a corner that's a little bit harder to get itself.
Oh, definitely. I agree. I miss the braking point every time.
Laguna Seca is a very good track, though.
It really is when you get the rhythm. Oh, Larry is going wide.
Of course, I'm trying to capitalize on more of his mistakes, but Larry's still holding out the second place that he has here.
Oh! Ogre brakes
Looks
very
like
late.
We're just gonna try and looked like he was gonna try and go for a pass, but I think he backed out, trying not to cause any incidents. Good driving on his part.
So
Don't want
now
to
he has
damage
to
those
reset.
cars.
This battle's probably gonna be all race with these two.
But speaking of Laguna Seca, Trans Am races there on its third race of the season. Could play a key race in points, I think.
Yeah, that will
Seca is
be
a very
nice
fun
to see.
track. Would.
I'm just gonna check in on the leader. He's, as usual, just taking his time. He has no worries behind him, or ahead. He's on his own.
Extremely consistent.
Very.
Extremely consistent. Ogre's losing a little bit of time on Larry now coming into turn 3. He's gaining more momentum. I think I might have to take back what I said about the Camaro. We'll just delete that statement.
As soon as he got that jump into the start where they messed up, he took second place and he's holding on to it.
Did. Excellent driving out of him. I've seen tonight.
Yeah, he's using all of what the Camaro can give him, and I think Ogre had to back off because he's burning his tires behind Larry like that. It's not even passing.
Could be seeing pit cycles soon, I think. I don't know. We'll have to see what these drivers have as a pit project. That'll be interesting to see. Fantastic battle here between second and third place.
It was too bad that other drivers didn't show up. This would have been nice to see more battle like this.
It would have. I think with the NASCAR championship race, shout out Chase Elliott and then some other people. Fortunately not being able to show up. Kinda sucks, but hey. That's just how it be sometimes.
Yeah, at least we got a race today.
That is true, at least you did get a race, and pretty decent battle going on for second right now. Ogre looked like he was going to gain a little bit of time going on to the backstretch now. He's going to try and catch Larry's draft. Larry might be a little bit too far ahead of him though.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ogre is catching in that draft. Not as much as he was a few laps ago coming down to turn 17. Still just staying on 2 right now. Larry having a firm grip on his second place.
Yeah, they're keeping it real close. Every lap they're not too far apart.
Ooh, and it looks like our leader is coming up on the lap traffic right now into turn 5.
Larry is going while he's off in the grass.
Larry does go off in the grass. Ogre's going to try and capitalize on this mistake, I believe. Maybe go for the inside or the outside. No, he doesn't. Going to try to make any move in turn 3. Larry, defensive driving, holding on, going down to turn 5.
Still struggling on those grass tires.
Slip and slide just a little bit. Ogre's just this land yacht in the corners. Feel bad for him. So he's gonna try and maybe go for the inside going to the hotel corner. Didn't get there though. Larry maintains his lead. Looks like our leader did get past the lap car very easily, but there's some new news. Second and third are coming up on that lap car. I wonder how it's gonna play out as they catch up.
I wonder if it'll upset the rhythm as they've been chasing each other for a long time.
They have. Ogre's just giving chase to Larry, trying to capitalize on all his mistakes. Be as fast as he can be, but Larry's just excellent defensive driving right now. Ooh. Looks like they might have tapped going into that turn right there. Now they're on the back stretch. Ogre's gonna do what he's been doing this whole race, try and catch Larry's draft. Get up to him, maybe try and pass the turn 17, but I don't think he's close enough right now. He's gaining significant time on him.
Ooh, Larry went deep. But it seems like he can hold his line.
Excellent driving from Larry here. Just telling Ogre no, you don't get to pass me. Here we see that lap car now coming into turn 1. And how this is going to play out here.
I think they're going to have to stay single file through here.
They might pass him in a sketchy area.
Yeah. It might hold up Larry if he catches him too fast. As Larry goes wide again.
Larry goes wide.
This might be his
capitalize
chance.
on that mistake. Ogre's on the inside. Trying to get Larry into turn 3.
Larry has
Larry's
more traction. And got him again. This looks really
on the
close.
inside coming into
Larry.
turn 5. Close battle. Larry gets shoved out to the grass. Larry's still maintaining side by side. Almost hits his tires again. Now coming down to Hotel Corner. It's like Ogre just took second place coming down in Hotel Corner.
As Larry's taking it outside. It might take the inside.
Larry tries to get the outside. Ogre closed that up though.
Yeah, he really did.
Now Larry's going to be giving chase. Here we see them coming up on that lap car, coming down into turns 10. Just turned 10 right now. Turn 10 and 11.
In their way on traction.
Ooh, lap cars on the inside. They both run single file through there. I think how that car might hold them up just a little bit.
Yeah, especially Larry. Oh, Larry takes it inside.
Coming down to turn 13. Larry trying to get the inside.
Him.
Shoves Ogre wide.
No, the lap car pushed Larry through.
Oh, the lap car. Well, interesting how the lap car played out. Larry's back in front of Ogre.
I mean, we can't.
Be furious, upset.
Yeah, I mean, unlegitimately, he passed him in an area, so it wouldn't be no foul there.
Gonna be right on his bumper. Looks like he's gonna try and get his draft coming onto the backstretch.
He's gonna be really close into last corner.
So what he's been doing all race, trying to get that pass into turn 17. I think he might get it here. Going all the way down to the inside. I think the inside turn 17. No, Larry.
He breaks late again.
Outside of that turn. Larry's still ahead of Ogre. Excellent battle here for second place.
Side by side.
Side by side here. Down to turn 1. Ogre looks like he's going to try to get the pass on the outside. Larry's still on the inside. He does not get it. Oh. Like Ogre's now going to try and jump to the inside going into turn 3. Oh,
Larry goes real deep into the corner.
Larry went deep in there and just blocked them on the inside. Ooh. Bumper to bumper right now. Larry hits the grass just a little bit. Ogre going to try to capitalize on that. Coming down the stretch, going into Hotel Corner.
Which ways?
Wow.
He's going to take...
He's
he
gonna get there.
stays. He stays single file. As Larry goes super deep into the corner.
Larry goes deep. Ogre's going to capitalize on that. Trying to get a pass up the inside. Looks like he does get that pass up the inside.
This time he might have it.
Ogre has yet to have just a second place for the whole lap. We did see that pass earlier, but the lap car kind of messed that whole thing up for Ogre. Coming up to turn 12 and 13 right now. Ogre's still going to maintain that lead, just trying to get an excellent line, defensive driving so that Larry does not pass him. Coming down on turn 16. Larry's not going to get him down into turns. Oh, Larry
Oh.
jumps the inside down into turn 16.
They were scraping
Oh
paint
gosh,
there.
they are side by side. What a move by Larry. Unfortunately, did not pull it off. Larry might try to get the draft and pass him into 17, and looks like he is. Coming down on turn 17. Like they're going to be staying single file.
Ogre gets
Ogre,
sideways.
smoke coming out of those tires. Larry's going to take the inside. They're side by side on the front stretch. Looks like Larry's going to take second place again.
Crossing line.
There's side by side coming down to turn 1. It is a battle here for second place, ladies and gentlemen. Ogre's going to jump to the outside.
He goes too deep as Larry goes
Larry's
in.
going to pass into the inside. Ogre's going to give chase once again. And down to turn 2 and 3. I can only imagine what's going on in that headset right now. Ooh, as it looks like we might have a battle brewing right now for 4th. Nope, I was wrong. It's just a lap car. Bud Boy passes lap car. Just gonna go a tad bit wide after the hotel corner. He's gonna just be giving cheeks right now.
Chicago is just so far ahead.
He's just a stud in his own world. I will tell you that.
Yeah.
He could lap the whole field. Who knows?
Yeah, if everyone has bad racecraft throughout the race, as Ogre, he's messing up. I think he's burned out his tires trying to chase Larry most of the race.
Messing him bad. He's gonna try and find his groove. It's a lot here. Like it's gonna be rinse and repeat. Just try and get that draft past him in turn 17. I don't think he's close enough to even attempt it this time.
Yeah.
We will see. Down turn 17 now, looks like we're going to be staying single file. And they do stay single file. A little bit of lockup coming from Larry down in turn 1. Don't think it's going to be enough for Ogre to capitalize on. Larry does hit the grass a lot.
Seems like Ogre's just too far back now. He's just gonna have to gather himself together.
Oh, looks like we do have a pit stop right now. As Bud Boy's pitting, I believe. Yeah, Bud Boy, 22 NASCAR, 4th place in the pits right now. Interesting strategy coming out of him. Take a quick look at Larry's telemetry.
Yeah, let's check where his percentage is.
Ooh. Front tires are nearly at 50%. Back tires nearly at 30% even. Fuel's coming down to 29%. For Larry now. Like we might be seeing a pit cycle close to the end of this race for both of them, both of these drivers. Interesting to see how that'll play out.
Let's check Ogre's. Ogre's front tires aren't as bad, but you can tell he's really suffering with the rear.
It's dropping off like a rock here. Fortunately for Ogre, he was really close. Looks like he might try and get draft coming onto the straight again. He could be there if he gets this next set of turns, but I don't think he's going to be there.
Yeah, I just think it's just at a point where everyone's going to start struggling.
It's true.
It seems like Stewart's doing way worse at 24% fuel. It seems like Valentin also pitted real early, because he has no problems. And
Let's
wow,
check on our leader.
Chicago's doing well with the damage and well, not the damage, but the wear and fuel percentage on it. He's still consistently setting faster laps than the whole field.
He is just finding his own groove. He is just a stud.
He's in a league of his own at this point.
He's just out for a Sunday drive right now.
Sunday cruising.
Are you gonna hit a little bit of the grass coming in turn 3? And 5, looks like Larry's gonna actually get this one. He might run wide, very close to those tire barriers. Always scares me when I see that. Especially as a driver, you just don't want to hit it.
Yeah.
And when you do, it's just the worst feeling ever, especially when you take other people out on accident. Now, it's never happened to me.
Yeah.
I've never done that, but, you know. So, some guys floating over me while I was in an LMP2 car. It wasn't real scary.
Well, the race is settling down. They might be pitting soon, so.
It's like we have more people pitting. Who just pit?
Oh, Ogre goes wide.
Or it does go wide. Be interesting to see pits between second and third place, as they have been our closest battle consistent throughout this whole race.
Yes, that is true. There goes wide as well. It's just that the tires are going off. As the race is settling down, we're gonna do Nast. Trans Am nonstop. We'll be back after this.
That was good.
And we're back from nonstop. I mean, it was a short break. Get some intertwining.
And Ogre's still just falling off from Larry in second place, who has held second place for this whole race. Excellent driving out of both of them here. It's going to be interesting to see what they do coming into pit cycle. What their both pit strategies are going to be. I feel like if Ogre sees Larry duck down into pits, Ogre's going to take that. But if Ogre pits before Larry does,
I think Ogre might jump him if he gets it right. If he goes in early, I think he should go in now. But he might suffer later. I don't think he will suffer later because we're already past the halfway point.
we are past halfway, that's right. And I don't see any cautions coming out in this race.
Nope.
They could have changed the caution counter for this race. Usually in a race has relatively solid amount of people, it'll be 2 cars with damage or any 3-car pileup, but they're all spread out right now. Only time we could get a caution is if there's a problem with lap cars. Speaking of, leader is coming up on a lap car right now on the front stretch.
And surprisingly, he still hasn't pitted, and he's pushing hard in both. Well, now he's not pushing hard, he's just conservatively better with the tires, with this pace he has.
He is. It's like 6th place locks up going into turn 1. LMP just gonna take that when he can still. Excellent on LMP, just pulling away. He's still in the mortal zone. Got this lap car behind him. Feel bad for that lap car. He's locking up his brakes. Maybe not going to go in pits. Get something checked out.
It seems like Larry and Ogre are still staying out.
Interesting for both of them. I wonder when they're going to pit. I think they might just take their fuel all the way until they have to.
Most likely, because
Oh, as Larry goes wide once again.
yeah, they're
these
really
mistakes-
struggling.
These mistakes could be the downfall of Larry, but as long as Ogre's making mistakes too, I think Larry might be pretty set.
Yeah, Larry has better rears than Ogre.
He does. Battle here.
But I think Ogre's gonna have to pit earlier than Larry anyways, because he's burning his fuel way quicker in that bigger car.
Looks like Ogre went really wide into that turn. I think just the grass to get back on the track.
I just think he should take his chances and pit now.
I think he should. He can get on fresh tires, try to gain back some of that time on Larry, especially because I think that if Ogre pits, Larry's probably going to pit right after he does.
And I think Ogre can build a gap if he pits earlier.
Can. Larry running a tad wide in turn 12.
But it seems like Ogre's gathering himself in the later sections to get back at Larry if he messes up.
He has probably going to try and get as much as the draft he can going into 17. I don't think he's going to be able to pass him though, but we will see. Remember, he could pit on this lap, as you previously mentioned.
And if he does get close enough, he can fake him out and actually pit.
He can. See what happens here. Oh, looks like we've had Chicago come into pits. Maybe we'll see them be desperate to get a first place. Let's see what happens here. So it looks like Larry is going to stay
And
out.
I was right with Ogre. He
Looks like
faked him.
Ogre goes into pits. Larry's going to try and give chase to Chicago, but I think Chicago's already up to enough speed. Larry's just going to try and pull away and get as much as a gap as he can, so that whenever he pits, you don't have to worry about Ogre in his rearview mirror. Just got to capitalize on these mistakes, have some smooth driving through here, gain some time up on Ogre.
Larry is really struggling now.
He is. But he's had a very good race. Just maintained second place this whole time. Unfortunately, you know, Chicago's just pulling away. Can't have a battle for first, second, and third. Looks like Larry's going to try and get his podium for this race, though. Hey, maybe he'll catch up to Chicago. Both know they're very skilled drivers.
That is true.
It's in the realm of possibility.
We'll see what Larry does this lap. If he pits or not.
See what he does. Ogre is back out of the pits. Now coming on straight. Coming up the hotel corner. He's just going to try and gain as much time as he can on the Larry. Larry's going to try and gain as much time from Ogre as he can. Feel like we could see him pit this lap, or we could see him keep going.
I think he should really pit so he can stay with Ogre. If he goes another lap, I think he'll struggle.
That's true, and with Ogre on fresh tires, he will be gaining time on Larry here.
Unless Larry wants to do a late charge, that's up to him. I don't know.
See what happens. Coming down into turn 15 and 16 down to the back stretch. It's like this lap car Larry's gonna have to deal with right here. I think he might try to use that lap car's draft if he can. Trying to get a little bit more time up on Ogre. Ogre's now coming on to turn 16 on the back stretch. See what happens.
Yeah, you can really tell Larry lost a lot of time.
It looks like Larry will be pitting this lap. Let's see what happens. Think he can beat Ogre out of pits, Powers?
Depends how fast Ogre's moving. Because he did gain a lot of time with Larry staying out like that. So Ogre's
see, right now
coming
he's
into
coming
16.
into turn 17.
17.
16 and 17. 17. Get the momentum onto the
And Larry's
front
down
stretch.
straight.
Looks like Ogre is going to
Ogre's
pass
there.
Larry into turn 1. Larry
Oh, he's
just
right
now exiting
there.
pit road, blocks Ogre on the inside.
Wow.
Looks Larry's gonna get up to speed. Let's see what happens going into turn 3. Oh, looks like they're gonna stay single file. The story of Ogre's life here. And Larry is on just a little bit fresher tires than Ogre is.
That is true, but he will suffer with cold tires.
See what happens here. really a prime time here for Ogre if he wants to make a good run here in these first two
Yeah,
laps right here.
Larry's still struggling on the cold tires. He's still getting up to pace because
Temp
Ogre caught a
check.
lot in that corner.
He did. Looks like they're bumper to bumper now, coming up to turn 9 and 10. They're gonna stay out in front. They're bumper to bumper now.
Ogre takes
Oh,
it
we're gonna
inside.
try and go for that
He's too
dive
deep.
bomb into turn
Oh, he
10.
gets it.
Oh, we took it too deep. They're still side by side now, coming up to turns 12 and 13.
Someone's gonna have to give.
Right in this quarter panel. Like they will give, going single file. Out turn 13.
Ogre's back on it from the edge of the corner
Oh, bumps him a little bit.
as the track gets narrow around here.
Let's see. Ogre could try and do what he's been doing, get that draft going and do back straight here. Can't mess up these next few turns. Coming in turn 16 now. Let's see what happens.
Seems like Larry's getting good exits off the corners.
Larry's getting fantastic exits off the corners. Let's look at Ogre. He's gonna try and get this draft going to turn, pass him to turn 17 right now. I'm gonna make a bold prediction. Larry's gonna defend Ogre, and Ogre will not be able to pass.
That could happen because Larry does have better tires, and the Camaro does
Does.
handle the tires better. Ogre did pit earlier, so he might struggle towards the end.
That is true. That is true. Looks like we have our leader stopped on track right now. Ooh.
Is there an issue?
I think we may have called a caution. Let's check it out right now. I see another car stopped.
Yes.
Well, folks, what a turn of events. Like we're going to be having a caution here at Sebring. It's going to be interesting for all these drivers here.
That
It's
is
just
true.
going to red flag it, get the whole field caught up.
Did someone disconnect? No, it seems like there's still 7 drivers.
Yeah, there's still 7 drivers. Zen Zuru's 2 laps down. I'm so sorry if I slaughtered your name, guys. Zen Zuru is 2 laps down right now, and Validen is 1 lap down. I don't believe they get their laps under caution, or they do.
I think
They
yeah.
do get their laps under caution. It's very nice. So we're gonna sit here for red flag for a little bit, folks.
Yeah, we can do side by side and just chat as they're sitting on track.
Very interesting race we've seen today.
Yeah.
Chicago's just pulling away. Great battle for 2nd place. Haven't really seen much out of the other cars here. I think our underdog right now is Bud Boy. He is sitting in 4th place. He could possibly try and get some good moves. As Chicago is bullying Larry right now. It's
But-
not nice. You're already beating him so much, man.
You already won the race. You don't need to kick somebody down.
Yeah. I think a underdog could be Bud Boy right now. If he stays even with Ogre, could be battle for 3rd place, and maybe if there's battle for 3rd place, could be battle for 2nd. I think Chicago might just still be pulling away, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, if we look at the lap times, he's doing his qualifying times as if you look at his fastest lap.
He is. So we're going to start rolling now at a very, very slow speed. Nice shot of the cars right now. Oh, I like this shot. As you see, all the beautiful paints right now that we have. Bud Boy and its 28 Castrol Raycon car. The Aflac Challenger. It's like going back up to pace speed right now. I wonder if we'll see Stewart kind of pick up. Maybe we could see some good close pack racing. I hope we do see that.
Yeah, because I
Maybe
think
a battle for.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Excuse me. Oh,
What are they doing?
you go.
I was wondering what they were doing because they were taking the exit road. Wait, wrong transition. There we go. I was talking about Chicago and Uh, Ogre Lover. I was just saying because since now Stewart and um, Bud Boy are a little bit closer, I think without the earlier lap, like first lap, they might be a little bit closer because they're running about the same pace.
You could see that. I would like to see that. More battles. Yeah. Chicago. Bold prediction, will probably just run away with this one, but we could be seeing great battles from second all the way down to fourth, maybe even fifth.
Could be.
Certainly do hope to see that. Coming on turn 16, coming to the backstretch. I wonder if they're going to go this time. We do have that lap car that is very far back right now.
Maybe they spun as they were getting their lap back. I don't know.
Could have happened. Just not a good day for Zinzuru. Does have a very nice car though. Can't lie about that.
Yeah.
Looks like they will be coming around to the line. Let's see if they do go this time. Got somebody almost spin, getting sideways off of the turn. Oh, they will be doing 2 laps, going through a pit cycle. Larry stays out. Interesting here. Let's see who wins the races off the pit road. Larry does stay out. He will get that first place. We will be seeing some good battles this first lap here. Let's see who wins out of pit road.
I think it's a
Like
bold idea for Larry to stay out because
Looks like
Go ahead.
it is.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Looks like Chicago is gonna get second place, Ogre third, Bud Boy fourth, Stewart fifth, and then Valen sixth. Lap cars coming around. We might see the whole field group together. That'd be awesome to see. Let's hope they don't wreck catching up. That'd be a disaster.
Yeah.
Interesting as Bud Boy came out in second place in front of Ogre.
Where's Chicago?
Chicago did pit. I'm not sure where he is right now.
He's in fourth place on the map right now.
Chicago's on fourth. I believe we saw him come out first on pits. Let's see what happens. They are just racing back. Oh, Bud Boy taps. Okay. They are hitting each other going to the hotel turn under caution. Very, very interesting racing we've seen here. Getting aggressive a little bit early. Coming now to 9 laps to go, I believe.
Yes.
It's gonna be a good race. Can't wait for this restart. Hope to see what happens.
Maybe Chicago wanted a challenge, so he started a little bit further back. Probably got bored standing up front.
That could be what happened. That could be what happened. It'll be great for us to see Chicago try and battle through these cars that have been slower throughout the whole race.
Maybe he's showing how good a driver he is if he makes it through the field.
Be an excellent test of strength for him. It's like lap cars still pretty far back. I think they will be going down this time though. Okay, it seems like I did have my facts wrong. Ogre is second place right now, but we're still in third. Stewart looks like he's going to be taking up fourth.
Yeah, as Chicago let him pass him.
Like Chicago's dropping down to fifth, and we have our lap cars. Like we have our main pack right now, possibly going green.
Yeah, they're gonna go green by themselves.
Getting back double file. Going at the line. Love to see what happens here.
I'm gonna start from the lead right now. We'll keep an eye on Chicago when he gets through here.
See what happens as they're passing under the Michelin Bridge, coming up to the line, and we are back. Green flag racing here at Sebring. Chicago's looked like he's gonna try and go for a dive down in turn 1. Doesn't do that.
Over takes
too wide right
the
now.
lead for a bit.
excellent racing here as Bud Boy's up down to second place, staying on that load line coming into turn 3. Boy's going to be battling Larry right now, going into turn 3. Larry does close the gap on him, coming out through 4 and 5, so they're getting back single file right now. Remember, we do have Chicago back there, fastest guy on the field right now. Love to see what happens with him. And right behind Stewart.
So it seems Bad Boy did capitalize on Ogre just for a bit.
It's like they're side by side coming to the hotel turn. Bud Boy and Ogre, no, Ogre drops back.
And Chicago
So
just
Chicago
takes 4th.
Yeah. Just trying to get that pass. Trying to pass Stewart right now. Trying to get further upfield. Stewart's not giving him any room at all. Excellent driving out of both of these drivers here.
Keeping it clean side by side.
That coming into turns 12 and 13 here. Chicago and Stewart in an excellent battle right now. So to them, oh, Ogre pushes Bud Boy wide. Bud Boy goes wide. Looks like he's gonna drop down to 5th.
And that gets Chicago up to 3rd. He's gonna really catch up to him pretty quickly.
Yes, indeed he is. Chicago's now gonna be fighting Ogre for that 2nd place. Larry gonna probably hope to pull away in 1st place position.
I think Chicago can get there by the end of the lap and get to
Ooh,
Larry's bumper.
Chicago forcing it on the inside with the Ogre right now. Both challengers having excellent racing right now. Coming down to turn 17. Chicago might try to go for that inside.
Let's see how deep he goes into the corner.
Chicago goes for the inside. They're still bumper to bumper in turn 17.
He lets off to get a better exit than Ogre.
Ooh, Chicago gets a better exit than Ogre. Now Chicago's gonna. Ooh, Ogre's actually looked like he was gonna stay ahead for a little bit. They're side by side coming down turn 1. See what happens here. Who goes in deep? Who doesn't?
And Chicago just
goes
takes
in
it,
deeper.
no problem.
Now Chicago's gonna try and look to hunt down Larry right now. Larry's just gonna do all he can to defend and try and keep that 1st place. As we're coming to about 6 to go now. Excellent race right now. Looks like a battle for 4th right now between. Well, yes, there is a battle for the lead. There's also battling for 4th right now. Ogre's kind of just in the middle with Chicago trying to catch up to Larry, but Ogre might try to get himself involved in this battle for 1st place. Oh, looks like we had a crash possibly going into turn.
It looks
going
like
to the hotel turn between 4th and 5th. Ooh.
It seems like Stewart went off.
Ooh. Interesting. Bud Boy out in the 5th. Couple seconds, looking like ahead of Stewart. Pretty. Okay, well, Stewart has disappeared. I think he wrecked.
Yeah. And Chicago has really caught up to Larry this lap.
This battle. It's like Larry's probably going to try to defend from Chicago as much as he can, but Chicago's an excellent, talented driver, as you've seen by the 1st half of this race, dominant. Chicago may try to get the strap on the Larry here.
Ogre's really following him through just a little bit. He's not as fast as him, but he's staying with pace.
Like, he is. Maybe he might try to capitalize on any mistakes that come out of this battle for 1st place. Chicago's gonna take it in deep, try to get the inside. Larry goes wide. A little bit, but no, they're still side by side coming down to the front stretch.
Larry's really trying to hold on to this.
He is. Looks like Chicago is going to pass him. Right down to the inside, now back to the outside, going into turn 1. Man, Ogre's just hovering right now. Maybe hoping for something to happen between both these drivers. Oh, Ogre goes wide out into turn 1.
Larry stayed with him, but now Chicago's just stepping into his strides now.
Chicago's just going to hit all of his marks and possibly just pull away with this one.
But I'm glad he gave us some entertainment by taking that shot to the chest and say, I know I'm a little bit faster, so I'll just bring the race a little bit closer by taking that risk by going back.
That is. It was a risk, and it could have just paid off poorly for him. He could have gone on, hit a wall. It was nice by him.
This
It's
is a
like
little flex.
it's like lead pack coming up to lap traffic right now. Lap traffic goes wide. Return 13. Hopefully he doesn't rejoin to the middle of the track. Ooh, looked like he rejoined in front of Chicago. I didn't get the best camera angle on that. Good angle.
I'm still on Larry's view, and Larry's just getting held up. As he brought Ogre into the battle, the lap cars brought
Lap
Ogre into
car
the
is
battle.
going to be taking the outside line. Lap car has been somewhat of an issue for all of our lead drivers.
Especially for
today.
Ogre, he's been really messed up by that. Larry kept taking the lead from getting lap cars help. Now he's again being held up that way.
Now both the lap cars are gone for Ogre, Larry, and Chicago right now. Chicago's just going to pull away with this, but Ogre's back in a very familiar spot right now, trying to catch the draft, going down turn 17, maybe look for a passing opportunity. It's going to be a great battle between both of them. It's continued throughout this whole race. I'd love to see how this concludes.
And it seems this time the lap car actually helped Ogre instead of Larry this time.
Ooh. Looks like Ogre might have gotten the pass of that turn, but he doesn't. Larry gets a better exit off at 17.
I think he held off a bit so he can get better entrance into this corner.
Good. They are bumper to bumper right now, but Ogre's trying to make it side by side, do anything he can. Larry locked up his brakes just a tad bit right there. I think it's going to stay with the lead right now, though. Or, excuse me, second place.
Back to where we started from beginning of this race.
Oh, Larry. Ogre forces Larry wide a little bit. Looks like he did back off.
Good sportsmanship there.
Good sportsmanship from him. Realized he made a mistake. Let Larry get a little bit more time up on him. Like Ogre's gonna need to be doing some work though right now.
He needs to figure out he doesn't have many laps left.
That little incident up in 5 kind of set them both back a little bit. Probably just gonna pull away with this one right now. Really focusing in on the battle for second. Nevertheless, excellent driving from both of these drivers, deserving of the podium.
Yes.
Wouldn't you say?
Oh, he goes deep again. Oh, Larry just goes wide. I do remember that Ogre pitted again under pit stop, so Larry is kind of struggling. I'm looking at his tires. He's already at 24% on the front left and 23% on his front right.
Ogre might actually get him for second place here coming to the closing laps this race, but let's see what happens. Coming onto the backstretch here.
Larry's just gonna.
I don't think I need to say it again, but he's gonna try and get that pass down in turn 17. He has.
Yeah, Ogre got a really good line to that quarter straight.
He got a good draft, gonna try and look for the pass, but he does not get there.
As Larry gets a little bit sideways. As always, Larry keeps going deeper with the Camaro as it doesn't have the straight line speed. He can break a little bit deeper into the corner.
That's very true, he can. Ogre just gonna try and get his yacht passing in one. Just looked like Larry might have gone wide for a little bit.
This seems
Larry
familiar.
locks up his brakes going into 3. Ogre's on his inside, gonna try and look for a pass coming into 5. Looks like he might get there.
Oh, Larry's still there.
Larry goes wide a little bit. Larry is still there, side by side coming down to the hotel corner.
He's not struggling down the straight as much as last time.
Excellent driving. I think these newer tires are helping out Ogre though.
They are, but Larry's still driving it deep.
Locks up his brakes, goes very wide. Ogre's going to capitalize on that mistake and get into second place.
Let's see if he can hold on to it this time instead of losing control, but he has fresher tires this time compared to
about 3 to go right now.
So Larry, if you want to get second place, you're gonna have to try force Ogre back into another issue.
I think the race actually ends on 28 of 28
It
for
does.
the burnout.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure. It's only supposed to be a 27 lap race, so
2 laps.
I believe so. Yes, sir. 3 laps actually. Pretty sure, because
Run. I don't know.
looks like they're rolling again. We'll see what happens.
Oh, they're gonna start from
Oh,
green
looks
from
like
here.
they're starting green from here. Yes, sir, they are. Chicago in first, Ogre second, Larry in third, Bud Boy fourth, Stewart has fifth. Then a lap car passing out back there. Valvin just gonna go into the wall. Was in sixth. Coming under the Michelin Bridge, coming back to the line,
What can
and
happen
pretty
here?
sure we are green flag for the final time here at Sebring.
Ogre gets pushed far to the right.
Next time around will probably be the white flag.
Oh, Larry is pushing to stay on the inside to get past back over.
Staying 3 wide. I don't think anybody's going to give here.
Oh, Ogre goes too deep.
Larry might. Ooh.
Larry gets
Like
back
Larry
ahead.
dropping back. Ogre gonna be squeezed in 3 wide, dropping down into third place right now. Ogre gets shoved out wide by Bud Boy. Bud Boy coming into third place. Stewart still in fifth. Ogre gets back into third.
All that hard work is gone.
A green-white checker messed Ogre up. Larry's gonna try and chase down Chicago. Oh, looks like Stewart goes wide, but Larry's still locking up his brakes going into some of these turns.
His tires are being really ruined right now. As Ogre is starting to cross over to the point where Larry's tires were. So we'll see where this heads up to, because now they're more of a on the same playing field, but Ogre is catching back pretty quickly.
Maybe he can get up in these next final 2 laps, I believe.
He's really going to have to, after all that work. He can't just let that go away.
It's like we have pretty decent spacing between all of them, but Ogre is catching up to Larry. Maybe gonna try and, you know, draft him off of the straight and get him in turn 17. See what happens. Bud Boy's dropping back pretty far in 4th place there.
Yeah, Ogre's catching real quickly on the straight this time.
Ooh, Ogre is catching Larry at blazing speed. Coming down to turn 17. It's like he won't be able to get there. I do believe we are now coming to the final lap of this race.
It's really up to Ogre there at this point to catch him.
And we are white flag here at Sebring.
Yeah, Larry is experiencing some issues in braking. He has to brake a little bit earlier now.
See if Ogre can get him on this final lap here. Chicago's just going to pull away with this win, I believe, unless he makes a very crucial mistake. Ogre's going to try and catch him coming into 5 now.
Larry did suffer a little bit. He didn't pull away as much as he used to on that corner.
I think these older tires are going to mess him up, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully Larry doesn't lock up coming into Hotel Corner now.
Oh, he tried to swerve and make him.
Oh, looks like they both lock up coming into Hotel Corner right now.
But Ogre saved his tires into it so he can get back onto the corner and catch Larry.
Larry's still trying to do as best driving as he can to defend this position, but Ogre's right on his bumper.
Oh, they're side by side.
Side by side coming in turn 10. They're still side by side. Ogre's not going to give it all.
It gets really narrow here around the track, so someone's going to have to give it up.
Coming down to 12 and 13. It's like Ogre does get second place. Does get ahead of Larry. Larry's still on Ogre's bumper though. Still got to drive very defensively by Ogre right now. Chicago's still up there. I believe he will
Larry
get
is
this win, though.
sideways through there.
Coming down. Head to turn 15. Into turn 16. Oh, Larry's going to try and
Larry's
go for
there.
a dive into turn 16. Looks like they're going to be side by side coming down to turn 17. See how this draft and top speed works out. Looks like the Challenger is pulling away.
But we'll see in the last
17
corner
now.
because Larry can't break deeper with Camaro. He's breaking real deep
Looks
this
like
time.
Larry's going to try to get there. He goes out wide.
He's going to take the
Gonna get him.
inside.
Ooh, they're going to be very close right now. It's like
Ogre worked really hard for that.
maintain that place. Does he have a mic?
I don't know.
Oh, congratulations on your win.
There's the Challenger.
What happened there? In those last couple of laps where it looked like we went for a green-white checker down.
Miscommunication.
Oh, okay.
There's the Challenger.
Okay. We had a little bit of an issue, but it got resolved.
Okay. What happened there? What
Okay.
happened?
Chicago thought we were supposed to stop when we got to lap 28.
Oh.
So after he stopped, obviously it would be really shitty to take the win away from him, so we just said whatever spot you came in when you got to the white flag is what you... Finish.
This is your interview, Ogre.
Oh, it's my interview? Oops.
Yes.
Yeah.
I said the S word.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah. You good? Powers, you want to ask some questions?
Yeah, I just want to say good job, Ogre. You really worked second place to get back after qualifying second. You had to push Larry really hard.
Yeah.
Whoa. It was excellent battles between both of you. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did make a discovery though. The Challenger has to be nerfed a little bit.
Yeah,
It just
just
destroys
a little bit.
everything on the long straightaways.
It does.
But other than
We're-
that, everything was perfectly fine.
We
Yeah.
were watching you catch up in the draft.
Nerf.
Oh
Going
yeah,
into
the draft
17.
is strong with these cars.
Yeah. Multiple times we've seen you, even though you're far back down the straight, you were catching Larry.
It's a combination of just like this car has to be nerfed and the draft.
Yeah.
Is Larry going to join?
Larry, he left as soon as I told him what place he got.
Oh.
Dang. Like Larry's not very happy with that finish.
But good
I-
job, Chicago. And